My name is Melissa, and for my project, I'm to talk to you about nursing and communication. So since starting the program, I've always felt as though communication is one of those areas that I've needed to work on. I'm more shy, quiet, and reserved than the ideal that I've always had of what a nurse is supposed to be like. And also, one of the most consistent feedback that I've gotten from past clinical instructors is that I need to be more assertive and outgoing. So, to help me on my quest to being a more effective communicator, I've enlisted 3 of my biggest critics. Let's go.
Hi, how are you?
Good. So, I have 2 questions for you. The first one is, how do you think I am as a communicator?
I think you have the ability to be an excellent communicator, but communication does not merely involve the stringing of a number of sentences and conveying those sentences to someone else. And a successful communicator is able to convey to an individual who is listening information which the person can disseminate, which the person can use to his or her own benefit. But not only that, to be effective, you have to be able to convey to the person you are speaking to the sense that, one, you know what you're talking about. Secondly, you believe what you're talking about. And thirdly, you are confident that what the information you're imparting is the right information, for which would inure to the benefit of the individual who is listening to you. So an effective communicator has to master a number of skills and has to exude or possess a number of qualities. A sense of confidence in your own abilities, confidence in your own knowledge, and confidence in your ability to express the views or the ideas that you're seeking to communicate to the listener.
Okay. And so the second question is, how do you think I can be an effective communicator when I'm nursing and in my client relationships and interactions?
I think you can perhaps improve your communication skills by trying to gain the confidence in your own abilities, confidence in your knowledge of what you're talking about, and confidence in your ability to convey to others information which is very critical to their own well-being and so on. I think where you could improve your communication skills is again to convey that sense of confidence. You have a tentativeness which may appear to someone listening to reflect a certain degree of uncertainty. And in the critical area of nursing, I think it's important that when you speak to a patient, you can engender those feelings of satisfaction from the patient, those feelings from the patient that you know what you're talking about, that what you are prescribing is the right course of action, and that you, the communicator, you are fully aware of the problems or the ailments that the patient has. And I think once you put these factors together, you can become an effective communicator. You shouldn't only be confident within the home environment, is what I'm saying to you. All right? Thank you very much.
Thanks for your time.
Right.
Hi, Mom.
I, just like you, throughout my young years, I got the same criticism about not being assertive. And it would really upset me because this world is made up of a whole lot of different people, assertive people and quiet people, and that's what makes it go around. And I got the same criticism, and I was happy to pass along that trick to you. And I grew out of it, and I think that the more you interact with people, the more you're going to, you will grow out of it. But at the same time, the nursing profession needs people like you, not assertive, only assertive people. You have a gentle nature about you, and I would much rather someone with your nature take care of me rather than some abrupt, assertive person who thinks they know it all. So I think that your type of nature and personality is needed in the nursing profession, and it's when you take care of someone, you just have that gentle nature, and being assertive might come off like someone who knows it all and abrupt. So don't lose that. The only time you need to be more assertive is when you're advocating for the client. When you have to go and advocate with a doctor or whoever it is for a client, then you need to be a little bit more assertive. But in dealing with a client, don't be assertive because it might come off the wrong way. And that's all I've got to say.
Okay, so I didn't even ask you the questions yet. Okay, so anyways, I'll just ask you this one. So how do you think I can be an effective communicator when nursing?
Effective communicator is by using therapeutic communication, is by your what they call it, the non-verbal communication, and not professing to be a know-it-all, giving the client information and letting them be the ones who are autonomous and make their own decisions and that type of thing. But I think by your non-verbal communication, you can be, that's more effective, or that's how you can be effective. And letting the patient think that they're making that decision. So, that's my advice.
All right. Okay, well, thanks for your advice and thanks for your time. You're right, Lucky. Silence is a part of therapeutic nursing communication. Maybe I actually could use my quietness to my advantage. I really appreciate your input and your advice. It's probably the best yet. Thanks for your time.